So welcome to Boxing Media Hub, and we're proudly sponsored and in partnership with Falcon Contracting and Jam's Boxing Chat. And with me now, I've got the British and Commonwealth champion, Emma Dolan. How you doing, Emma?
Good, thank you, mate. How are you?
Really good, really good. And I'm going to start with an apology. I don't normally start the shows like this, but I am going to start with an apology because I doubted you the last two fights. One probably more with my heart and my head because of my mate Nicola Hopewell, who you've now become really good mates with. But last fight, I hold my hands up, Emma. What a performance. I think you have gone from strength to strength in every department. Your boxing ability, your bite down on a gum shield attitude is just outstanding. And praise where praise is due, mate. I think you are spot on, especially your boxing ability, your technical ability of your jab is absolutely on point. The way you are just professional to the core. So absolutely spot on. Congratulations.
I appreciate that. I do. I mean, a lot of people doubted me for that fight, and I knew that. But myself and all the people who've known me for a long time knew, I was going to come through it, and it was good because made a bit of money on the bookies, and that quite a few people did. So it worked out for the best, really.
The bookie pleaser, you are.
That's it.
Or the more the bookie upsetter, I think, as well. Yeah. But Jammer said, big up Joel and Miss Emma, fantastic win over Shannon Ryan. And yeah, just spot on. Two fantastic fights, British and Commonwealth champion. This is the thing of dreams, Emma.
It's just, it's brilliant. It's just about sinking in sort of thing. But it's great. Like I say to a lot of people, I don't think I fully appreciate it till I've sort of packed my boxing in. But at the minute, it's sort of been a constant cycle of wanting the next thing. So I'd really love to go for the European title in the next fight sort of thing. I think it'll be a cracking fight with Lauren Parker. But it's a great title, isn't it? And I've always sort of wanted one. And as soon as they come about for women, I thought, it'd be great to have one of them. So I'm very honoured to have one.
Yeah, no, 100%. And Hawkan as well has jumped in. Congratulations, Emma, to your fantastic win against Shannon Ryan in Birmingham. Just a lot of praise for you, Emma. And as you say, you've done what. That's all right. You've kind of. Have you exceeded your own expectations? Because obviously when you come into the sport, everyone wants to win a title. But at the same time, you almost think, now you've got two, you almost think, how far can I go? Is it because it's always a dream to win one, isn't it?
Yeah, no, not at all, mate. Like, I know a lot of people do talk about it, but when I turned over, my ambitions were to be a world champion, and that's like, it's not rubbish sort of thing. I do genuinely want that for myself, and I do genuinely believe I can make that happen for myself. You know what I mean? And I'm improving the fight with Carl Greaves, and I know it's not going to be an easy task, sort of thing, but I'm very, very determined, and I'll do whatever it takes to get there. So I'm very happy with the Commonwealth, over the moon with the British, but it's a stepping stone to where I want to be. And at the end of the day, I want to be world champion. So I'm going to keep taking the steps. I'm happy to do it the old school route, like I'm doing it. Commonwealth, British, European, and then go for the world title. But that's where I want to be at the end of the day. So that's where my expectations are, and that's where I'll be happy when I get to.
Yeah. And as you say, if you got to be in with the chance, haven't you? And you've taken your chances. They've been presented before you, as you say. You've got Carl in your corner, Carl Greaves, quality. He's been there and done it himself. You've got that experience around you. You've got a team that cares about you. That's recipe for success.
Definitely. I mean, I've got a very good bond with my training team. I mean, we get on really well, like a family unit, and I trust every word that they say. So it takes a load of pressure off me, because all I've got to do is just go in there, do what they tell me to do, and it's easy night's work. And that's what it was on Saturday. I just come back to the corner. Carl told me this, and this. I I was like, sweet, went out and done it, and that's it. You know, if you listen to the trainers, it's not hard, is it? You know.
I just love your attitude of, okay, sweet, and then I just went out and did it.
Yeah. So if 9 times out of 10, you know, you just got to listen to your trainer. A lot of fighters don't listen to their trainers. If you just listen to your trainers, if you've got a good trainer, it'll take you a long way. Obviously, you've got to be able to do a bit of boxing yourself. You've got to have a bit of talent, but if you've got a good trainer in your corner, it does help a lot.
Yeah, and as you say, especially a guy that's been there and done it, he's going to have experienced the same feelings as you. He's going to have been through those difficult times, how to turn a fight if you need to, if things are getting a bit, to make the right moves. And yeah, you're definitely in there. As I say, you've got some cracking people around you. And like Jam said, would you like to fight the WBA super flyweight champ from Argentina down the line? I think you could take that. You look so good on your return.
Yeah, like, look, all the world champions, they're brilliant fighters, and they're all, I think bar one, they're all like Argentinians and Mexicans, you know what I mean? So they're all tough girls that, they've come up a hard way. They're going to be, ruthless, but they're the kind of fights I want to be in. Proper, real life boxing fights. Not like the other ones haven't been, but that's like your bread and butter, isn't it? That's like the hardcore boxing fights. So, I thrive off that. I thrive when I'm under pressure. So, I look forward to it and I welcome it when they come.
To be fair, I think it's fair to say you've never taken an easy fight. Even the likes of, I love her to bits, Gemma Rueg, a real tough, resilient girl that will not leave you alone. As you know, she won't leave anyone alone.
Yeah, third fight. You know what I mean? My third fight, where Gemma was quite fresh as well, to be honest. It was only her second or third fight as well. So, I've took good fights at the right times and it's paying off now.
Yeah, no, 100%. We got Ra coming. Big up from Ra. Congratulations, Emma, on that big win from Sam at SWS Boxing. And Rara said a move up to Bantam would put you on a collision course with the other youngsters like Hennessy. Won you. What do you think of Fran? Fran's doing good stuff as well, isn't she?
Yeah, she's getting people talking about her. So that's the main thing, isn't it? People, when people are talking about you, you're doing well. It's getting eyes on women's boxing. It's getting eyes on everything. I make super flyweight comfortable at the minute, so I'm not going to feed myself up for anybody. But when it comes to the time that I do need to move up, I've got the hype for it. I've got a bit of strength in that, and I'll feel comfortable to move up. But at the minute, I make super flyweight comfortable, and I want to do what I've got to do at this division.
Yeah, and I think that's your big advantage, isn't it? Is your height, your reach. You're fantastic at using it, because we see a lot of people in the sport who've got the height and reach and they don't make it count. And I think with yourself, you really use it to your advantage. You're not afraid to stand there and trade, but at the same time, your boxing IQ is very, very good, very on point. And I think that's the thing, isn't it? You literally know when to do the right thing, or as you say, listen to your corner.
Yeah, it's all learning. I mean, I had about 49 amateur fights, so I've fought a lot of girls who are smaller than me, looking to take my heads off with overhand shots. So I've had a lot of practice at it, at the same sort of opponent, you know what I mean? And obviously different styles of opponents as well. I fought all over, and I fought tall people, short people, whatever. But that's all experience I've got under my belt, which some of the girls in the pro game haven't got, especially at my weight. So that's a big advantage in itself.
Yeah. No, 100%. And they're all chucking names in now. Rara's turned around and said Maisie Rose down the line.
Yeah, whoever wants it, like whatever fight makes sense at the time. I'm not somebody who's shy away from anything. Everybody's on their own collision courses, aren't they? Maisie's got to get through. She's got a fight now, isn't she, with Jasmine? And she's fighting Chloe Watson, isn't she, in September, hopefully, which will be a cracking fight. Whoever's in my way, I'm happy to fight. I'm not going to stand there and say, oh, no, I don't want to fight them. Because whoever's in my way, I believe I beat them. So, at the minute, it's looking like, obviously, Lauren Parker or whoever. And then, we'll step up and we'll have a look who else is about, at world level. But, yeah, whatever happens down the line, I'm up for. I'm not bothered.
Yeah, as you say, it's got to make sense as well, isn't it? there's no point in being silly, like you said. There's no point in jumping up to do stuff when you've got a good path here to something that you really want and you've dreamt of. You know, you've put yourself in a hell of a position. Why risk it as well?
Well, yeah, it's not even just risk. It's like I'm at a stage now where I want to fight for something. So if someone's in front of me and they've got something I want, then sure. If it's just a fight for fun, I mean, what's it? Yeah, I mean, what's it achieving, sort of thing? You know, get something and we can fight and whatever. But I'm sure they'll all do well and we'll meet at some point down the line.
Because you're the girl with the target now.
Yeah, and that's it. Bring it on.
this is what we forget now. Like, you're the one with the target. Everyone's going to want Emma Dolan, which is probably exciting, isn't it?
Whoever wants it can get it. Like, I'm not bothered. My eyes are on improving with each fight, and you know, getting better. And what I've been happiest with is my last 3 fights. I've improved. You know what I mean? I had Nicola watch my fight against Helena for the title. She told me herself she watched it time and time again. I boxed a completely different fight when I fought Nicola. Shannon Ryan watched my fight with Nicola and said I looked average and I looked this and I looked that. I boxed a completely different fight when I fought Shannon. And my aim is to improve again for my next fight. So as long as I'm improving and getting better, then that's all I care about, really.
Yeah. No, you're definitely picking up the tools and moving on to the next fight. And as I say, people can't predict what you're doing. And I think that's what makes you such a dangerous but special fighter, is anyone who can learn how to adjust and how to sort of, you know, think, right, actually, I've got a come forward fighter here. This is what I'm going to do. And you implement it well. You know, as I say, I doubted you. Will I doubt you again? No, because you know, and we spoke a while ago, didn't we? You know,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you almost think I was in the same situation as them. I looked at a fight and I thought, God, how's she going to cope with someone like that? And then she goes and pulls it out the bag because she's got a box of tricks that I don't know about. But that's the beauty of it. You've worked on stuff and you implemented it.
Yeah, I think the thing is, because I've come up through the small hall shows, people don't really know me. They don't know about me. I haven't had the exposure. Maybe some fighters have had. People who know me and I know about myself, I know what I'm capable of, see? So when I go in, I'm saying stuff, it's not me running my mouth trying to be overconfident. It's me because I genuinely know something. I genuinely believe it. You know what I mean? And when I was confident that was going to be Shannon, it's because I knew that. You know, I know what I've done and I know what I'm doing in the gym, sort of thing. So all I can continue to do is just box and show people what I'm about, really.
Yeah, no, 100%. And SWS Boxing, he wants an answer, Maisie or Jasmine?
It's a good fight. It's a good fight. I think it's one that Maisie will get through. I mean, Jasmine showed a lot of ability, obviously, in the fight before mine with Shannon. She done well. It was a close fight, really. And I think she'll ask Maisie some questions, but I do think Maisie will get through it. And obviously that will set them a big fight up for later in the year with her and Chloe Watson.
Yeah, no, definitely. And Rara said Emma's got a chin on her. That's a compliment. Shannon, yeah, that you can take a punch. He's not. Shannon can hit, and she got clipped a few times without looking in trouble. So yeah, there's some great stuff coming up.
The aim is to get hit less and less, and I have been getting hit less and less each fight. But you know, it is a pro in itself, knowing that if I do get hit, it's not the end of the world for me, sort of thing.
It's how you deal with it, isn't it? That's what it comes down to, isn't it? It's how you deal in those situations. How it's, you know, fight or flight, isn't it? And you're in that situation now where you're fighting. You know, you can soon tell who gets clipped and thinks, nah, sorry, I'm not having any more of this. Do you know what I mean? And you're not one of those girls by a long shot. And Jam just asking, why was you out for so long, Emma? Was it an injury issue or just bad luck with matchmaking, as it certainly didn't affect your performance?
Yeah, you know, I've been a bit inactive really for a bit of time now. I mean, I had a bit of obviously I left Norwich and then went to Newark and I had a bit of time out of the ring then. I think it's about 6 months, obviously transitioning. And then I fought Nicola and I was a bit unlucky there because the fight was going to get put on with somebody, then it didn't get put on, and it got put on for somebody else and it didn't get put on. And then eventually that got made. So that like took a load of time out. So I think I was 7 months out of the ring. And then obviously I was supposed to box Shannon in February, got a really severe chest infection. So then I had another bit of chunk out of the ring. But I mean, people are different, but I really don't think ring rust is a thing as such. Don't get me wrong, I'd like to be more active, and now hopefully I can be. But you know, if I can perform like that with all that time out the ring, I'm looking forward to see what I'm like when I get a bit more active.
Yeah, no, definitely, and improving each fight, Emma, and well done for proving everyone wrong. I told a few people that week of the fight that you would win, and Jam saying we only doubted her because of the long layoff. We both said she'd win if she was as active as Shannon. We were wrong. She looked like she'd never been away. So yeah, it is what it is. And you are out there doing what you do. And like I say, Ra's going to end this one for us. What's the dream fight for you? Either a particular opponent or venue to fight in? Is there sort of anything down the road that you think I'd love to do that?
Wouldn't mind getting one of them Saudi shows.
Yeah. That'd definitely pay the rent, wouldn't it? Bleed neck.
I wouldn't mind that. I mean, like, from my heart, I'd like to box at like Madison Square Garden or something like that. I mean, that would be a buzz, wouldn't it, with the history that's been made there. But, you know, obviously with my brain and from a monetary point of view, I mean, boxing one of them Saudi shows can change your life, can't it? So, yeah, so one of them, obviously, it's all moving in the right direction, and I'm happy with each fight. I'm taking it fight by fight, but I'd love to fight for like the WBC title. I mean, you know, hopefully that can happen one day if I keep going in the right direction.
Well, this is it. You got a dream. You got a dream. And Emma, honestly, when are you hoping to get back out again before we go?
I'd like to be out end September, October time, but you know, like I've proved before, it's not the end of the world if I don't. But, you know, ideally, I'd like to get out again maybe the end of September, October time.
Definitely. Well, honestly, we look forward to it. And yeah, as I say, incredible. Absolutely incredible. You shut me up, which, if you ask anyone, that's quite a big deal. But honestly, keep doing what you're doing. And yeah, love to you, your family, and all the team as well. Keep up the good work. British and Commonwealth champion, Emma Dolan. Emma, thank you very much for coming on. And yeah, stay in touch, and we'll have a catch up soon.
Will do. Thank you, mate. Take care.
Take care, Emma. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.